All right, we live. Welcome in to Spotlight Entertainment Network. We got a top today, guys. Y'all hope y'all ready, man. Hope y'all ready now, for real.
Yes, sir.
But so I'm gonna go ahead and get on the topic. The topic of the day was. Hold up, make sure I got this correct. Read this. Do modern day blacks deserve reparations? If they do deserve reparations, how much should they get? And we're gonna watch this one video and we can go from there.
Recommended that qualifying black residents should receive $5 million each. According to the committee, the suggested amount is not a direct recompense for slavery, but rather serves as an investment in a community harmed by centuries of discriminatory practices. The proposal comes as cities and states across the country grapple with the question of reparations. But some advocates and experts are wary of the San Francisco proposal, including my next guest, who told the Washington Post, quote, calling for $5 million payout by a local government undercuts the credibility of the reparations effort. And joining me now is William A. Darity Jr., the Samuel Du Bois Cook Distinguished Professor of Public Policy at Duke University. He's considered a leading scholar on the economics of racial inequality. Dr. Darity, thank you very much for coming to the Saturday show. So please explain further. Why do you think San Francisco's $5 million proposal is excessive?
I think it's really critical in determining what the amount of a reparations bill would be, that we have a very careful foundation for calculating that sum. And I don't believe that there's been any serious explanation as to how the San Francisco task force came up with that number, that figure. And of course, when people hear that figure, it sounds extraordinarily large. It might be a legitimate figure if there was a legitimate basis for calculating it. It's not consistent with the ways I've attempted to calculate it in the work that we've done in our book, From Here to Equality.
And I want to talk about that in a minute. Out in the Washington Post story, it does make a point of saying the final recommendations and report won't come out until.
All right. Who don't want to take the first swing at this thing?
Well, I guess I will. Do black people deserve reparation? I would say, of course, even though we know this never gonna happen. But I mean, anybody of age know they done dealt with the police, know that they done been mentally, arrested for some reason that they had no. They just got arrested because it was black, or they then got not selected for a job because of their color. So you could put a money value on it and say we need it. But, I mean, it's not going to happen. However, if you're not a black person growing up as a black person, you probably never can understand why we would even want something like that, because you don't get it because you probably got fed with a silver spoon in your mouth. You probably never been arrested. You probably never had to go through some of the things we had to go through. So what money amount you can put on that, I have no idea. But I would say definitely we could use it.
What'd you say, Reed?
I mean, I agree with J-Rock, honestly. We do deserve those the reparations, but I truly don't believe that there's a number that you could put on it. I do think that it starts with I think it should be steps. Money should be a part of the reparations, but I think the first thing that and the most important thing is that they give us back our names before we were slaves. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's important that we know our family lineage, our family tree for real, because we don't know
Right.
it past our great 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 grands. We don't really know anything about our history. So what I want back before money is my surname. You know what I'm saying? Before the slave masters attached their last names to our first name for real. You know what I'm saying? It's not that's the problem. People always be trying to throw money at you for real. When money is just something that they print for real. It's a legal tender. It don't really have no significance. In probably 10 years, cryptocurrency gonna be the next thing. So that 5 million they giving out now probably gonna be nothing in the next 2-3 years. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? They always have a method to their madness. So to try and throw money is an insult. To be real with you, give us back give us back. The ability to teach history. You know what I'm saying? In school. You know what I'm saying? What DeSantis trying to take away and shit. I don't want no money. Don't be trying to throw no money at me to set me up. So that's how I feel about it.
Tenfold. So you think so? You said a process. So what kind of process you think it should be? Like
I think that
what kind of
I think that
what kind of
it's.
steps? What kind of steps need to be taken in the first step of getting reparations?
I think knowledge, history, that should be a part of the reparations. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it should be a step. First step should be history, knowing exactly where we come from. Man, you got people that think America is Egypt. You got people that think they think that America is the land that they was talking about back in the day. You got people thinking Egypt. Everybody be confused. You know what I'm saying? People don't know exactly where we come from. They got us thinking Christianity is our religion for real. That's a religion that's adopted. You know what I'm saying? Once we know the history, then we'll be able to make informed decisions, and that's an unlearning process. Everything they taught us in school, you know what I'm saying? That stuff that they teach us in school about their history, that's not our history. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
need to know the truth. You feel me? Christopher Columbus wasn't white. We understand he was black. We need to know the truth about what's going on. The problem is, it's been everything has been built on so many lies to where money ain't gonna do nothing but it ain't gonna do nothing but fuck us up at the end of the day. It's gonna make the nigga that's on coke sniff on that shit harder. It's gonna make the nigga that love money, wanna fuck bitches, harder. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna do nothing but turn the wicked more wicked, and the givers go give out more. All the shit go do is go back into the economy. You feel me? Because we spend the most money. You gonna see more Gucci than ever. You know what I'm saying? More cars than ever for real. I want to know the history. That shit hit you like a ton of bricks. Once we figure out where we come from, we figure out what the truth behind a lot of shit. It'll make us reevaluate a whole bunch of shit. Then when we get that money, we'll be able to apply that shit to land and learn how to farm and shit. To teach our lineage and shit. Like, yo, we need to farm and trade this shit and get off their money because now we know where this shit come from and why it was made. Just a lot of it's shit more important than bread for real. You know what I'm saying? But they know that's what we go lick our chops at. We go lick our chops at some bread because that's what we be after. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't think? So you don't think that this our ancestors that been through this process helped build this country in many different ways with free labor and cheap labor. I mean, having ideas stolen from them, patents stolen from them,
Right.
all different type of things. That I mean, shoot, we even contributed with inventions. Really ain't get no real recognition on that. No. Our families ain't getting paid from the guy that made the stoplight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we really society to America itself. Like even in the late 30s and 40s, we was the number one growing income in the country, and they preyed on us then. So I think we should have at least a monetary value and maybe some land in the country. One of these states should be ours, or two of these states should be ours, so we can form our own country. Help us form our own country, and help us, and give us the tools to build our own country. You know what I'm saying? As far as farm equipment, construction equipment. I mean, things like that. As far as
Absolutely.
reparations go, like if you want to get something that's going to be tangible. That's something that we can go get, that we can call our own. Like you want just your name back, but I think we should have our land back.
I agree. All they
Get some
gonna do though
land,
is do what they
land,
did in
land of our
Roswell.
own. Huh?
I said I agree, but all they gonna do is do the same thing they did in Roswell and all these other smaller cities. Roswell, how we had a bursting black economy, airport, bank, central banking system, all of that stuff. The stuff that's needed to be able to thrive as a community, to be self-sufficient. All they gonna do is come in and raid it, and
Oh,
they gonna figure out a way to.
I believe it should be a treaty. A treaty should be signed as well, just like they did a peace treaty with the Indians and the Jews. That should be a treaty signed as well. No weapons, no war weapons, brought in our country. Give us time to build our country from the ground up. No outside
Yeah,
influence.
that's wishful thinking though. They know we're the threat. They know we're a threat to them. That's wishful thinking. The Indians and stuff, they're not a threat. They aren't the native people of the land. So we're the native people of the land. You know what I'm saying? We're considered a threat to them. They really fear us. So how if you fear a group of people, what would you do to keep them subdued and to keep them at bay? You'll throw designer all in their face from their favorite rapper. You'll keep bad food in their neighborhoods. You'll make sure that you put them in a position to where they stay deterred from what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Our focus needs to be shifted, man. You know what I'm saying? As a community, as a whole, you feel me? Because right now they got us in the chokehold between rap, between goddamn athletes, between all of that. We in the chokehold. You know what I'm saying? We eat McDonald's every day.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
They got the best deals on McDonald's.
Skyliner says all religions are fake. That's in the chat.
I agree 100%.
Well, there's no use in us speaking about things that we're never going to get, so it's a waste of time. I mean, let's be real. Why are we even speaking about it? It's never going to come about. It's been over 100 and some years ago. If it was going to come about, it would have came about.
It was brought to Congress. It was brought to Joe Biden recently. So this was a topic of discussion and a possibility.
So it was. How many other presidents has it been brought in front of? They're not the first. He's not the first. He's not the first. And it's not even up to the president. The president's a big puppet. It's not up to him.
Do you think we should get? Do you think we should get reparations or not?
I don't. It's not something that. I don't know. Honestly, yeah, we could possibly. But what for? What would a new generation need it for now? If they do give it out, it's going to be to that generation that actually, the ones that fall right up under it, they're still living. Right?
They have to give it to their descendants.
Because at the end of the day, if they're going to pull our bloodlines already mixed up. At the end of the day, so they're going to put in the stipulation, you got to have so much of this in you and so much of that in you. And they're going to pull it from wherever those people were supposedly, take it from. So it's just, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. If they give it to us, they give it to us. If they don't, they don't. Hey, if they do, appreciate it. Thank you. But why would they do that? Why would they give us that money?
Well, how much? You know, if they was to give us some money, how much should we get? How much should we get?
That would put them people in the. I mean, it would just. I mean, the money wouldn't like somebody just said. The money ain't gonna be no value then. There ain't gonna be no value to that money once they pass out that money like that. It's a lot of us here. America don't even have that type of money to give out.
Right, I already ain't got that.
The currency is a note. The currency's not even real. We're the commodity. We're what the fuck they're trading.
We're the
It's
currency.
a reserve note.
The fuck?
Reserve note. Backed by
Melanin
nothing.
is the currency. Exactly.
Everything and once all the other countries go into play or want with this cryptocurrency or whatever the fuck may be going on,
All this
it's not even gonna
right?
matter what country got what. The value of the dollar, the value of the paper is gonna fall.
Well, I think I definitely think.
God
Go
says
ahead.
all religions are fake. I mean, at the end of the day, that's not. I mean, you can let people believe in what they want to believe in because humans need hope.
But that's what I'm talking about, though.
A
If they
lot
gave
of
us our
humans need
history
hope.
back,
Huh?
There was a dwelling.
if they gave us our history back, man, like I said, we'll know about this religion shit and all of that. Cause everything was indoctrinated. So we'll know what's going on. That's why I say we need that. We need that
Well, if
lesson
you want,
first.
why do you need them to tell you? It's gonna be fake and doctored anyway. If you want to know that bad, just go back to where it come from. It's
Where does
there.
it come
The
from?
history and all that's there. They're not gonna give it to you. I mean, they're
But
not
who
gonna do it.
history though? How we know that
And
their
if they
history is
do give it
right?
to you, it's gonna be bullshit. It's gonna be bogus. They're gonna
Yeah,
tell you
that's
what
why
they
I
want you
said.
to know, like they've been telling us for years. Like, why would you even want to believe into this shit? They're snatching books. They're snatching books off the fucking shelf because they got the truth in them right now, and people starting to read that shit. So why would you even worry about what the fuck they had to teach you? They're not gonna teach you the truth. They're not gonna give you your artifacts. They're not gonna give you none of your history. If that's what you're searching for, you're not getting it.
Well, I don't want no
Never.
money then.
That's what you better get.
I don't want that. I don't want
Find a
no
way to
money.
get the other people's money. Because that currency gonna
Hey,
drop so motherfucking low.
well, hey, I think we should. I think. Could you please? Yeah. So I think.
And everybody needs something to believe in. I mean, why would you religions? Everybody needs something to believe in. And I believe in something. I wake up and I pray every motherfucking morning. You know what I'm talking about? I speak to God every morning. Now, there's
You
some
speak to
days,
yourself every morning.
there's sometimes I
You
don't went with.
Hallelujah.
you, you
No, what
speak to
you
Hallelujah.
God.
mean? Hallelujah. Fuck off, J Rock. There you go.
Nah,
You
you
must
say
have
you
come
speak
up
to
from your
God.
head real quick. Your womanizing ass. I see you in the dark again. We back in the car. Midnight stalker.
I,
Fuck.
I